Hey everybody, I'm Allie, and this is part 2 of my YNR chat vlog for Sunday, May 17th. Adam should be ashamed of himself for what he is doing to Ashley, playing these nasty, nasty tricks on her, especially when she has defended him time and time again. She even talked Victor into letting Heather visit him, which, by the way, is no small feat, convincing Victor of that. It's just, and now his latest elaborate plan to arrange a disturbing phone call from a dead Sabrina to Ashley, it's just terrible. How can he live with himself? And now he's taking all of these unnecessary risks. He's going through to all of the phones in the Newman house and tapping them so that he can listen to them on his computer. I mean, what's the point of all of this? What exactly does he have to gain? It doesn't even seem like he wants anything. It's just motivated purely out of revenge, It's like he doesn't even seem to have any real plans to break out and get away from the ranch on a permanent basis. I mean, I think he would love to get the medical discharge, obviously, but it seems like these days he just wants to sneak around and play sick jokes on Ashley, and it's really, really sad. But it's not just Ashley and Victor that are being affected. Now I feel really bad for Estella, especially since I blamed her for all of this for weeks. But Rafe came over to the ranch the other day wearing his tight jeans, and he attempted to avenge Estella. You gotta give it to Rafe. At least he was trying to stand up to the big man. That's not an easy thing to do, but he did it. And then he went upstairs to Adam's room, and he almost caught Adam with his little eye syringe box. So that was very, very close. I don't know, it was hard for me to pay attention to those scenes because I couldn't stop staring at Rafe's bulge. It was noticeable. He had on really tight jeans and there was a noticeable bulge. You cannot tell me that you didn't see that. Thanks, YNR, for that. Speaking of naughtiness, I think that Heather is just blinding herself to the type of person that Adam really is because he's good in bed. I really think so. I think that sex can sometimes make otherwise smart people act really dumb, and I think that's where Heather is. I mean, what else could it be? Adam has absolutely nothing else to offer her. I think that she's just in it for the... So Jill did not succeed in ruining Kevin and Amber's chances for amnesty with the governor. Yay! Murph saves the day. I love that man. I have to say, I would actually love to see Jill dating the governor. I thought it was kind of fun. YNR should have cast the governor as a smoking hot guy, and then Jill could have hooked up with him. Because, for one thing, now she has no money, so she's gonna need to have a man with some power. Plus, Jill needs some satisfaction, not just bartenders at the club. And also, she's really gonna need somebody's shoulder to cry on once she finds out that Nina and Amber are making Catherine's book into a movie. How cool is that? I really hope that YNR decides to run with that and that we get to see some shots of, I don't know, the production and maybe even some clips from the movie. That would be a really cool place to go. So I was really happy to hear that, and I hope that they take it and run with it and make it awesome. Yes, so we had some major victories for Kevin and Amber and Daniel and Jana this week. And I wanted to mention, did anybody else feel that there was a little bit of chemistry between Jana and Daniel and Amber and Kevin? YNR kind of showed Amber and Kevin and Jana and Daniel in juxtaposing scenes, having connecting moments, and I don't know, I thought that it might mean that they could possibly be going for a swap, a romance there. And I want to know what you guys think about that. I mean, I don't think so. I think that Amber and Daniel are a really good couple, and obviously Kevin and Jana, they just go together. So, I mean, I like that they're friends, definitely, but I don't know if I want to see a romance. Maybe a quickie. So Daniel is being commissioned to forge a piece of art by someone claiming to be from the U.S. government, and I am very suspicious of that guy. Something smells rotten to me because, first of all, we barely even saw his badge. And I just get this feeling that maybe that guy could be Art World Mafia or something, and that this could end up being a lot of trouble for Daniel. I mean, this could end up being a way to trick Daniel into an art forgery charge, and that would be really, really bad for him. It's like Amber's out of the frying pan and Daniel jumps right into the fire. I also just quickly wanted to mention that Jack broke up with Mary Jane this week. And this is what he said. He went to her hotel room and this is how he broke up with her. He said, "Yeah, we've had a lot of fun, sugar." He called her sugar. And like, it was so, that line was so condescending. It was so Jack. He always says that to women, like, sugar, sweetheart. And it's so annoying. Like, that is the worst possible thing you would want to hear or say when you're breaking up with somebody. "Well, we had a lot of fun, sugar." And then he said something like, "You knew it wasn't gonna last," or something like that. And I just thought, gosh, if Mary Jane had any leanings towards not going through with whatever her plans with Victor are, she definitely is now. She is out for blood. She's trying, obviously, to get Nick and Sharon back together to drive a wedge in between Jack and Sharon so that she can have him for herself. So, I don't know. Look out, Jack, and look out, Sharon. And finally, some good news. Nikki and Paul are engaged. Yay! It's certainly a season of weddings on Y&R, isn't it? I'm kind of mad at Nikki for even hesitating about marrying Paul because Paul is such a good guy. He is so good to her. He's the best possible partner that she could ever ask for. Paul is 10 times a better man than Victor. He may not be richer, he may not be more powerful, but he's so much more of a better man. And when he got himself all worked up to propose to her, and Nikki kind of turned him down, or she shut him down. She didn't say yes, but she didn't say no, and it just killed Paul. You could just see how sad. I mean, he went from happy to just crushed, and it was really, really sad. And unfortunately, I think that he's going to be more sad as he realizes how much Nikki still loves Victor. I mean, she immediately, as soon as Paul proposed, left the coffee house to go see Victor. I mean, it says it all. And then, of course, after she accepts the engagement proposal, she goes back to the ranch to tell Victor that she's now engaged. I mean, how much more obvious could you possibly get? I don't know, it's really kind of disappointing in a way because I don't think that Nikki and Victor are gonna get back together, even though Victor was being very nostalgic about that picture with Nikki. I think that there's a place for Nikki and Victor, but it's in the past and it's in our hearts. But I just don't think it's in the future. I think that Nikki and Paul are not very exciting. They're not the most exciting couple on the planet, but I mean, Nikki and Victor, it just feels over. Plus, I really think that Ashley is a way better partner for him. I mean, not that I don't particularly love them as a couple and I don't feel that engaged by them, but I just think that Victor and Ashley balance each other really well. I think that Ashley is, at least so far, somewhat content to let Victor shelter her and to let Victor take care of her and be, the dominant one. She seems to be okay with that, and in a way, it just balances each other out. Whereas Nikki, in the past several years, has really wanted to assert herself with Victor. She's wanted to show him that she, is an independent woman and that she's not going to be that passive person for him. So it just doesn't seem like, as much as Nikki and Victor love each other and still have feelings for each other, I don't think it would ever work out again. Their relationship just always leads to fireworks, and not in a good way. Okay, well, those are my thoughts about this week's show. So I hope you enjoyed them. Please definitely feel free to leave me a comment or make your own video and post it as a response to this one. I would love to hear from you. Otherwise, I will be back next Sunday to chat again about the show. I hope you guys have a fabulous week, and I will see you then. Bye!